What does that make you feel, Stephen, this AI? And you've been covering this industry. Just yesterday, Mattel and OpenAI announced a quote-unquote strategic collaboration that will allow the toy maker to design products using AI, design and manufacture. Now, it's getting quite, it is real, and I would imagine it's scary. I've got a 6-year-old. I would rather have him, thumb through books rather than screens. And here it's getting mainstream. I have a friend of mine who's in the US. His daughter had a written exam. So he found her to be typing at home, and then she typed out her essay or whatever, and he went to the principal and said, when are they going to learn to write? She said, why do you want that to happen? Because they're anyway going to type in the future. We're not talking about AI there, but the mentality is shifting towards computing. But this AI is just that steroid. Do you worry as a journalist? Is it getting too difficult? Yeah.
I question whether I'm going to need to do any writing in the future. Why bother? I mean, you can write, it's nearly O3 Pro, which is OpenAI's latest model. I mean, it's neck and neck with what I write. It's got its own style. It doesn't quite sound like me, but in terms of like readable prose, it can produce it on command in 2 seconds. What takes me hours, days to produce, So we're at the end of kind of intellectual work. But
it can't replace reporting, can it? You still have interviewed 300 people.
Not yet. No. The people skills and that actually becomes functionally much more important. So you could say my real skill. I'm glad you enjoyed my book. I'm glad you thought it was fun to read. But you could say my real skill is getting Jensen on the phone, scoring an interview with Jensen. Right? That's hard to do. What I could never quite get it to do, and I've experimented with this, is just feed all my notes into it, and then it produces the prose out that I need. For this book, most of the stuff was recorded, and there were AI transcripts of it. So in theory, it had all the raw source material. Now, journalists are not the top market for AI scientists. I can't pay that much money. I need someone meager to come and build a tool that not that many people are going to use to make it work for me. But I think probably we're getting closer to that. It's possible we could do it now. The last time I tried to do something like that was with an older OpenAI model, and it just didn't get it. But I imagine if I took O3 Pro, gave it my database of research, and asked it to write a compelling, I want to try it, 3,000 to 4,000 word chapter for a book. How would that turn out? It's not great at like structural planning for like a book. It can't really outline a book. I mean, it kind of can though. I'm not really sure. Maybe it can do what I do already. What does that mean for me? I don't know.
Yeah.
It could mean that, I'll tell you what I thought about. One thing I encounter a lot as a writer is I have all this information, right? And I constantly have to guess what I'm supposed to put in the book, who the median reader for the book is going to be. Because of the thousands of hours of research I've done, like 1% of that is going to make it into the final product, right? What if I didn't have to do that? Maybe AI can make that happen. And I'd like to experiment with systems like that.